Church exists to extend the love, the life, and the Lordship of Jesus Christ to every person, in every way, in every place, and at every time the opportunity is given.
First Friday is drawing near, and you know what that means? It's almost Interact time. So come out, join us November 2nd at 8 p.m. at the Park Church Independence, where we'll continue our fall series on changes. Now, if you missed the previous Interact, don't worry. We have it available online on our Facebook page. See you soon.
Domestic violence is defined as abuse by a current or former intimate partner against the other. The abuse can be in the form of physical, emotional, psychological, economic, or sexual. Here at the Park Church, Bishop Alexander has implemented and enforced a no-tolerance policy for domestic violence. No person deserves to be hit, abused, or controlled by another. If you believe you are in an abusive relationship, please call the counseling office at the park or the Battered Women's Shelter for assistance. If you have lost a loved one, you know that after the funeral can be a time you most need to know that others care and are there for you. A training will be offered at 9 o'clock a.m. on November 10th at Beatties Ford Road for those who feel a call to become a part of the Bereavement Aftercare Ministry or to become more knowledgeable about what to do and say to others who have suffered a loss. Please contact Minister Raynette Covington at 704-369-7730 or at rcovington@upbc.org. Are you a member of the Park Church and have yet to get connected into the body of Christ? Are you still sitting in the pews and not active in ministry? Then we encourage you to register today for our new November Kingdom Institute orientation class. It will be held Friday, November 2nd from 6:30 p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. and Saturday, November the 3rd from 9 o'clock a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. at the Park Church Independence. Come and join us as we learn more about the Park Church and to get connected to the body of Christ. We hope to see you there.
Good morning, Park family. I'm here because the women's ministry is in need of assistance. We're looking for people to volunteer, people who have gifts that need to be used in the body of Christ. That's right, maybe you have gifts that you haven't unwrapped yet. What are we looking for? Specifically, we're looking for people who have the skill set to be able to help us in the areas of marketing communications. What does that mean? That means you might be great at writing promos, you might be great at developing flyers, you might have the gift of hospitality, and you can help us in greeting. Whatever it is, we need you. So if you're interested, contact us at womensmen@upbc.org. So it's time for us in the women's ministry to continue to move faith forward in action.
The main reason we got involved in Room In, I wanted my children to see that there are people less fortunate. And just because you are homeless doesn't mean that you're not educated, that you haven't previously had a job. I mean, tough times happen to everyone. And some people are just a paycheck away from being homeless and not having. So I wanted them mainly to see that, to remind them that you are no better than anyone else, because that can easily be you. And to give them an opportunity to see how truly blessed they really are.
I like helping people who are less fortunate than I am. I don't know. I feel like by doing this, I'm answering what God is asking me to do at that moment, I guess you could say.
If you are interested in volunteering for the Room in the Inn ministry during the 2012-2013 season, please attend one orientation. Orientations are scheduled for November 5th, 12th, and 19th at 6:30 p.m. at the Park Church, Beatties Ford Road. Stop by the table in the lobby for more information or contact Tondra McLaurin at the church office.
Started out in Nairobi, and then we went up to Isiolo. It's a desert community, and there's several tribes that we work with, and one particular tribe was the Shaba tribe. And there we administered medical attention to those in need in the desert. We saw about 250 people a day.
It was quite different. Even though I was experienced at this time, it was still quite different, but amazing in the sense that we've done more medical more education in different locations throughout Kenya. We were constantly on the go, meeting new people, working in areas. I'm usually the education person, but this particular time, we needed all hands on deck to work in the medical field.
And prior to going, I was really concerned about what my job was going to be and knowing what I was going for, but not really knowing what I was going to do, because I wasn't a dentist, I wasn't a doctor, and I wasn't a nurse. So.
Missions to me is being willing to serve God fully with no limitations. That's what it means to me.
This is where God is really leading us into mission work. And we both felt that. And we both knew that from the onset. And so we're just coping and trying to learn now how to go about or how to move into where God is calling us to be.
If I say I'm a Christian, if I say I'm a true believer of the Lord thy God, the living true God, then I'm going to be willing to go ahead and share who he is, because I want everybody to experience the love and his life. I want everybody to know who he is so that they can receive him and get the same love and care that I receive.
You're his extension of his hands, his arms, his, going to not just to Africa, but here in the U.S., right here in Charlotte. There's so much need. And I think Jeff and I, since we've been married, we have always been missionaries. We've always been the couple that would have the children, the young people, to help the young people, to be those mentors.
So I want to share it more abundantly in any way I possibly can. So serving outside of the U.S., it starts not just making a mindset saying I'm going overseas. It starts here at home, serving in the community. I work with the youth with Action Saturday, and we on the third Saturday of each month, the youth go out and work into the community in different areas. It starts there, and then it builds, okay? Because we can't just stop with our neighborhoods and with our state and not with just our country. It has to go above and beyond, because when it goes above and beyond, we're fulfilling God's true mission. And that's to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to know and hear who he is and make the decision for themselves to accept him wholeheartedly.